Drawing of Pope Victor the First shows him to be unmistakably African in color and features. Look, man.
So brother started all this.
Yeah, you said the B-side. The coat's arm. They wear this to this day.
Yep.
Who?
The Pope.
All the popes. This is the coat's arm.
Oh, that's the little hammock thing, the shield.
Yeah, they wear like this thing that come down.
Yeah, right.
That's what he's showing. That's what they wear with black faces on it.
Yep.
Even today?
Even to this
They
day.
got black faces on.
Yep. Even to this very
I
day.
know that.
Sleep. Gross darkness should cover the people. Sleep. You know?
Yeah, I got a hat with that on it. That emblem.
Yeah, man. Man.
That's deep, man. Yeah, that's too deep.
Hey, we not just know.
So in other words, we've all been like sleeping.
Yeah. The scripture say Jacob is the former of all things, man.
Who?
Jacob. Another word for Israel.
We created all things. Like we had the baddest inventors. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the cotton
Open heart
gin.
surgery.
Yep.
Yeah.
All that.
Plasma.
Jake invented the camera.
Stoplight.
Video camera.
Mailbox.
The pen. The shoe.
Fiber
The shoe.
optics.
Ice cream.
The internet.
The real McCoy.
The bed.
Yep. Yeah, man. Our people.
Matthew Henson.
Yeah.
This is, man. That's what people got to pay attention to, man. Our people are the greatest people on earth, created
And
everything.
then they put in the book, Matthew Henson was the first black man in the North Pole. He was the first man in the North Pole.
Yeah.
Because he went 2 miles in front of old boy. He was a scout.
Jake invented
So
the
you,
light bulb.
now it's freezing out there. You gonna see him where you know, and that nigga, he's black, he can keep heat blowing us anyway. And the black man was the first one to reach the North Pole. He's the first one to stuck that pole in the ground like, and then well, yeah, okay, all right, this is it. Come on up, guys. You know, unbelievable.
Greatest people on earth.
I know that.
We the
I know that.
We the
I
Lord's
know that. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I go to a church with 1,000, 1,500 members, and guess what? When I walk in that church, they literally worship me, kind of like.
Yeah.
Because I bring so much. I sing loud. I'm very expressive. I'm singing the choir. with everybody else
a bunch of white people, right?
All white. When you sing the choir, they just. I'm like, I'm very, we're very expressionable people. Zeal. Yep. And when I get come off the pulpit, when I get off the stage, and I'm making my way to the car, I got like 20, 30, 40 people. Tidy, man, you're awesome up there. And some of my other members seem like they get a little jealous because I get that, accolades, get props, recognition. Man, you just so, Tiny, please don't ever leave the church because you're just, man, but, and then the killing part about it, I don't get no word from the church. When the preacher get up there, man, I literally have to leave because we got hundreds of people in the church that are unwed, I've been sleeping here. You never talk about that. We got people that are homosexual. You never talk about that. We got people that, just. I want fire and brimstone. I need to have the fear of God. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, we here to give it to you, man.
I just can't get. And then they go to church at 11 and they're home at 11:50. I'm serious, man. I said, we gotta go to the bathroom longer than y'all stay in church. When I go to church, when I go to church tomorrow, I'm gonna be in church at 7:30. At 9 o'clock, I go to another church. At 10:30, I'm going to another church. At 1:15, I'm at another. They're like, why you go to all the church? I said, because I'm not getting nothing. I'm still searching for something. I don't need to be entertained. I can entertain myself. And they just come, and I ain't lying. When that hour's up, they fly out that church.
Yeah, the scriptures say you should know a man by his fruits.
Right.
So if his congregation messing up, what that let you know about the preacher? That he ain't right himself.
Well, you know what? I've had reservations with them, both the preachers there. Nothing positive. Because first they told me not to bring my tambourine back to church because they got a multi-million-dollar sound system, and when my tambourine, it messes up their rhythm. I said, wait a minute. You got a multi-million-dollar acoustic system, and I paid $8 for this tambourine. And this $8 it's messy. He said, well, we listen to a series of click, and when you beating it, we can't listen to the click. So I was like, so I came back very next week with my tambourine. The minister, the reverend said, can I talk to you for a minute? When in his office is tiny, you can't play the tambourine, man. It's just, I'm like, you lying, man. I say, don't you know this? Don't you know this is probably one of the first instruments that you white folks even use to keep rhythm when you didn't have $1 million, when they wasn't even invented, you know? So now we got all the smoke screen and all this. So, you know, my worship and my praise is not as worth, you know.
1724.
And it hurts me, man. As soon as that stops singing, I leave.
First of all, man, they don't got nothing to do with the Most High, man. Only people the Lord is dealing with is the nation of Israel, man. All right. Because first of all, the white man, he's the wicked of the Bible, man. All right. He was set up to be the wicked. That's why you see a lot of them Catholic priests, a lot of them preachers.
Perverted.
Guess what? What would they be doing? Popping little boys, man. All right. Which what? A man and a woman supposed to lay down together, man.
And then if they get busted, you think they go to jail? No, you put them in another church.
Exactly.
Farther away.
Cause why?
I had these brothers watch Deliver.
Yeah,
man.
What?
Cause why? And they want them to do that, man.
Went all through California, raping little kids, boys and girls.
Yeah. Priest.
Yeah, he was so-called.
Doing this.
Yeah, ran over people's houses. He was staying with us.
The only way you can be a priest unless you're from the tribe of Levi. Those was the priests of the Bible, which are the Haitians today.
Really?
Yes. Those was the priests of the Bible.
But you know what, they going off. That's why I saw that voodoo over there.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Because they dealing with spirits.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because they was real spiritual.
The Lord shake that land, man, every which way loose, too.
Yeah.
Don't it?
Because they hate
like 10 earthquakes a year. I'm like, damn. Like one every month.
But that last one, though.
Woo.
That last one, he really killed it.
Another thing, I want to tell you about my wife. She talking about going over there for some type of not a ministry lead to help. Right. To help. It's breastfeeding over there. Right. Them Levi women don't know how to breastfeed.
Stick the titty in his mouth, ain't that simple?
They feed them the babies.
Grain.
No. They giving the babies water with flour and dirt and sugar together. And the babies over there like dying and shit, you know. They dying of starvation.
Every night you can go soon.
And they got
right. Go preach on that.
Yeah. Now I'm trying to I need to understand how it says that your hair's not supposed to not be covered. Because at my church, they wear their hats inside the sanctuary, man. I got it. How can you be before God like that? You know what I'm saying? Or like this. I'm like, man, y'all need to take your hats off.
You got that scripture? Go ahead, read it.
Acts 17:24. God that made the world and all things therein.
Right, so the Lord made the world and all things therein. Go ahead.
Seeing that he is Lord of heaven and earth, dwelleth not in temples made with hands.
Right. He dwelleth not in temples made with hands. So the Lord ain't dealing with. Because first of all, those churches.
So $1 million, $1 billion churches, that's it's dirt to the guy.
No, give me Matthew, I think it's 11:1.
I'm thinking about 10, the one where it says receiedly.
No, I can probably find it.
Matthew 11:1. I think it's 11:1. Yeah, man, because the prophets in the old days, they came out and they taught in the streets. You know,
right?
You can't reach the people in no building, man. You know,
just the people that's in the building.
Yeah, go ahead.
So God is not containable like that, not in a box.
Exactly.
Or when
you said 11:1.
When they're not on the streets, they went inside the synagogues and taught also.
Right.
Yep. They brought the word of the Most High to them. And if they didn't receive it,
then it's off their hands. They you know.
Like I was saying, those churches are set up not to teach you the truth. They got a thing called the 501c3 text statute with the government that they can't teach certain things out that Bible, man.
They can't? They can't.
They can't teach that whole Bible, man. Look it up. 501c3 text statute, man. They in league with the government. They cannot teach everything. Every church, man.
Isaiah
66 and 1. Thus says the Lord, the heaven is my throne, and the earth is my footstool. Where is the house that ye build unto me?
Right.
And where is the place of my rest? Yep. He said, where is that? It's a bunch of churches. Where you gonna build where I can be in? Yep. All those things have my hand made, and all those things have been, said the Lord. But to this man will I look, even to him that is poor and of a contrite spirit, and trembles at my word. Because actually, the real temple of God is your body.
Yep.
I got a confession to make. I stopped smoking marijuana yesterday after 40 years, and I know I'm through with it. I have no desire, and I was a chronic smoker. I didn't smoke blunts, but I've been smoking since 1969.
Yeah, we used to smoke, man. We used to sell the shit.
Me too. My mama did too. Yep. I gave it up yesterday, man. Yeah,
that's good, man.
And you know what? Killing part about it, man. Right. That desire, man, is I haven't felt nothing like I felt for the last 40 years. It's almost like I just all of a sudden like I woke up or something. And I said to them, I was like, wow, man, I ain't even a desire to puff all day.
That shit is wicked, man. And it gets old, man.
And they really push that shit on us, man.
It's witchcraft.
Like my cousin, he used to pick me up and just go to the movies and sit and smoke weed. So I wasn't no chronic like smoker every day.
I was.
But I smoked like on the
when I first wake up, I had to like 2 or 3 more. Yeah. Lunch, 2 or 3 more. Yeah. Dinner. Forget that, I'm just going to sleep.
But show you how demonic it is. Before it's illegal, now they're trying to make it legal. Yeah. But they're going to put taxes on it.
Oh yeah, big time.
Tax. You know,
big time.
You got the scripture? You got the scripture, brother?
Typical white.
All right.
Y'all, hey, don't be afraid, because we in Indiana.
Yeah, I'm looking up the word. The word witchcraft. Witchcraft. Definition of the use or administering of drugs, poison, sorcery, and magical arts, often found in connection with adultery and foster power, deception and seduction of idolatry. Yeah, man. So medication that is magic. Ooh, man.
So all this final super source they pushing. I was talking to the girl today. She said, she said, I take 11 pills a day.
It goes back to witchcraft.
Medication. And all she did was I'm like, will you shut up? Yeah. When she got my car, she said, you drop me off, and I turned my box all the way up last day. Woman still, she said, you must be trying to cut that music up. I said, no, you know, black people like to fill our music. This, that, no, you think I'm just going to shut up like that? Man, I put the pedal to the metal. I'm like, get out. I'm sorry I even offered to take you home.
You got the scripture here.
I was, man.
He got a white woman.
Matthew 11 and 1.
Go ahead.
And it came to pass when YAHAWASHI had made an end of commanding his 12 disciples, he departed thence to teach and to preach into their cities.
Right. Read that over again.
And it came to pass when YAHAWASHI made an end commanding his 12 disciples, he departed thence to teach and to preach in their cities.
Right. He departed to teach what in the cities. All right. He didn't go in no building, man. The Lord went into the cities. So go ahead.
Now when John had heard...
Right, that was it to that, man. That was the point I was making. The Lord went out into the cities and he taught. Just like you supposed to do now.
So in other words, he didn't go in the building and say, come.
No, he went to the synagogues. But what happened every time he went in them synagogues? He had to rebuke them, man.
Yeah, kicking over tables.
Yeah, man. Or that too, you know.
No, one time it was one scripture, the Lord made a whip.
Yeah.
That's
what you're talking about.
I got the table.
Go ahead, brother.
Matthew 13 and 1. Yep. In the same day when YAHAWASHI, I'm sorry, Matthew 13 and 1. The same day went YAHAWASHI out of the house and sat by the seaside,
right,
the open area to teach. And great multitudes were gathered together unto him, so that he went into a ship and sat, and the whole multitude stood on the shore. So there's so many people he couldn't see.
Yep.
His voice couldn't.
Multitude.
Yeah, he had to speak to multitudes, so he had to go out on the shore to be in front of them.
Right. So he could see.
And he spoke many things unto them in parables, saying, behold, it's going to something else.
No, read it. Yep.